Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fantastic. It's jacobcrypobury here. Today we're going to check out Synthetix token because it's done already over 100% since we were looking at this particular project in its undervaluation phase, and it's super exciting to see Bitcoin back through that 42k level. We've been smashing through a lot of Fibonacci extension resistance levels over the last few days, and I think it's quite important to see this particular bounce in the market. So we're going to look at Synthetix token today. Do subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on these kind of alerts, news signals, and alt gems in the market. So Bitcoin is up 5.3% on the day. That's really healthy, and a nice big bounce. We can see Synthetix got some juicy news as well on their Twitter page. As you can see, hey Peter Schiff, we heard you like gold and silver. That's why we just listed them on the Synthetix perpetual futures. Future traders can now trade gold and silver with up to 10 times leverage. The future of DeFi is now, so that's pretty bullish news for Synthetix decentralized exchange as a whole. The fear and greed index, we're sitting at 27 at the moment. So we had extreme fear last week, and like I always say, fear is there because the whales want to shake you out of your cryptocurrency and they want to scoop that up. The smart money will flow in, and amateurs or newbie retail investors will be selling in fear, and then they've lost their money. They've lost their initial capitalization, and that's where most of the actual volume is coming in at the moment. It's liquidations on the trades. It's not necessarily the whales selling off large positions. So this is quite important to also consider. Another thing I want to show you, I've been banging on about the fact that we've been sitting underneath this Bitcoin season index. So we're still in a very strong Bitcoin season. We were down to about 16 on this index here, and when we're above 75 indicates we're in an alt season. And I was saying, when we buy below this particular line, it's a great indicator for sleeping altcoins and allowing you to have the best upside positioning with basically maximum downside reduced. So not much downside activity could happen here for altcoins, but when you do buy below, it does mean that you could make a big 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5x on the alts that you're buying. So we look at Synthetix for as an example of this, because we were looking at this way back in February where we were like $3.20, and I was saying, we're at the bottom. We are floored in. This is the floor price right now for Synthetix token. I mean, look at the correction. It's absolutely wild. So before we do get started on that, we're just going to look at what's going on. We can see $1.5 billion market cap at the moment, ranked 78. And yeah, pretty big trading volume, $250 million. So $6.97 trading at the moment. Lots of volatility, up 30% right there. Big movement for Synthetix token. Of course, we're down quite a lot from our historic highs of $29, and we've got a lot of catching up to do. You could probably say that is true, but so far Sync is green for Q1 and Q2 in year 2022, so it could still follow through. And most of the time Sync does put through a really good year, even though in 2021 we had a fairly 50-50 kind of year as well, but we had a massive alt season and euphoria rush for Synthetix. So what I'm seeing at the moment is, as we actually pump, we're back into that $7 valuation. We've actually flipped a few key levels into support now, guys, which is really nice to see. So we had this undervaluation phase right here where we're putting through the lower highs. We finally got that breakout and put through this high here, which effectively does create a bit of a new potential uptrend. And we can just jot this in by taking our low here. And we can just do this together. I'm going to talk you through it, and there it is. So this is our new potential uptrend. We've finally come out the downtrend, which took so long to get out of, literally over 100 days, maybe even 200 days. Where was the breakout? About here. 411 days stuck in a lull, even though there's still opportunities to be made, money to be made in these bear markets, because of course we had this low here to swing high, which offered 137% gains over 85 days. So what I'm seeing now is this new potential channel here. We've come through the resistance at $5.50, $6.40. So we're just wondering what the next potential fib extension will be on the resistance side of things. So we've got the floor over here, and we're just trying to make our way up to really the point 5 Fibonacci at $7.50. If we break through that $7.50 level, that's when we're going to say hello to $8.49. And if we do come through this yellow resistance here, we'll be really making our way back to the $10 price range in some quick successions. So that's one thing I'm looking out for on the daily time frame. The MACD is screaming bullish right now. We've got a nice bullish crossover, and the RSI doesn't look at all overbought, which means we might not really actually see much of a pullback here for Syncs. It has been a very long time of accumulation, so hopefully we can just see continuation to the upside. We're back above the 20-day moving average and also the 200-day moving average here. And another thing to consider is we're above the bull market support band, which is our lovely green and orange lines right here. So big engulfing bull flag. Maybe it's going to turn into a bull flag, but yeah, it looks extremely bullish at the moment, and it's hard not to be excited. Look at the size of this candle as well on the hourly time frame. That's extremely bullish. Lots of consolidation here. So if we can hold this particular level, maybe create a bull flag, which I think we just might, to be honest. What we could do is we could take the length of this flag, and if we do break to the upside, the technical target will be around $8.07. If we do form a bull flag here. I don't really like using the 5-minute time frame. It's a bit too yo-yo like for me, very up and down, and it's too much noise. But if we do kind of hold this sort of bull flag position, maybe it'll take a few hours, we should break out to around the $8 price level over here. As you see, $8.11 on that particular side. So that's the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario is we get rejected, we fall out of this particular symmetrical triangle that we're forming on our 5-minute time frame, and we'll be coming down to about $6.40. So there's two scenarios that we could potentially look at right now for Synthetix. We've got the resistance over here above us at $7.40. We've also got the support back down here at $6.47. So there's basically a long and a short opportunity here. Of course, decide what you think is best. Keep an eye on the price. Personally, I think if we break out the $7.11, we're going to come up to $7.40. Now, that's all if basically Bitcoin and everything else does maintain and we see continuation in the market. And yeah, I think Synthetix, amazing stuff right now, amazing stuff. Just before we go, we want to have a little look at our total market cap chart, just like we always do, because it's very important to really know where we are. And we're still in this beautiful range. We're just talking about this symmetrical triangle literally yesterday, that if we do break to the upside, maybe we're going to try and retest this $1.26 trillion market capitalization level. So I think that's safe to say that this could potentially be where we're headed now, unless we get a attempt of retesting this support level at 1.1 trillion. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Here is a bit of an overview of what's going on in the market. We can see we're still in the green phase on my total market cap chart, which means it's still a good time to be buying crypto. If you want to literally buy some crypto today as well, link below if you want to grab some Syncs or other cryptocurrencies. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. Come say hello in the Discord too. We've got about 200 people in here, so anyone is welcome. People of all levels are also very much welcome. Thanks for checking out the video, and see you soon, guys. Bye now.